Hi everyone, my name is Kathy and my channel is Crafty Cat Stitcher here on Flosstube. Welcome to all new viewers as well as my returning viewers, and I just want to say thank you for taking time out of your day to come and visit me and to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. The last time I was here was right at the end of Stitch Mania, and I was very happy with what I accomplished during Stitch Mania. And I did a little bit of like an inventory just to see where I stood project-wise when I was all done with that, just to kind of get myself ready for the next phase. What am I going to do now that Stitch Mania is done? So I will tell you all about that in a minute. Today is Monday, June 25th, 2018, and this is video 17. So what I did, like I said, I did kind of a like an inventory, and at the time, at the end of Stitch Mania, I had actually 16 whips going on, and which is a lot, but it's okay. You know, I've come to accept that I'm going to have more than one or two. That's just how it's going to be from now on. And what I really wanted to do was to go back to working on things that I haven't worked on in a long time. So that's how I decided to start my rotation back, and I am doing kind of a rotation. But first, you know, the last project I started before Stitch Mania was Lifetree by Rovaris. Isn't that pretty? I did it as a birthday start, and I was really enjoying working on it. So I decided that I was going to take a few days right after Stitch Mania and work on my Lifetree, aka my birthday start. And I got a little bit more done. I guess that's focusing in okay. I'm doing this 1/1 on 25 count Lugana. If the color was potato, that I did a really quick tea dye rinse, so it's a little bit darker than the original color. But I'm doing it all in DMC 815, and that's how much I have done so far. And I really like it. This is just a fun project. One I just don't want to put down, but it was time to rotate, so that's what I did. So that was Lifetree by Rovaris. I'll show you one more time. That's what it looks like. I started in the middle. That's going to be pretty. Having fun with that. So then I decided, okay, now it's time to go back. What have I not picked up? And it was easy. This is Rainbow Row. Let's see. That's what it looks like. And I decided that I needed to spend a little time working on it because it is very pretty. And I started in the center, and there was this tree. That's the tree, and that tree has, I don't even know how many color greens it has in the tree itself. So that got to be a little bit of like a confetti kind of thing. So then when I moved over to start to do this greenhouse, I couldn't believe how much I got done on it. So I'm going to go page by page. I decided it's page by page, totally done, back stitching and all. So this is actually just the first page. And here's the list of flosses. There are like 60 of them. Yeah, so. But I like it. It is, I think, full coverage. And this is just going to be a long-term project. So then I went over to something completely different and started to work, continued on with my Scaredy Cats by Mill Hill. And got a little bit more done. coming out cute. I'm still on the floss part. I have not gotten to the beads. But it's a cute little project. I'd like to have it done by Halloween. I hope. And that's with that. The last one I picked up was Cricut Collection Be Thankful. My little Thanksgiving project. Looks like that. Real cute. I'm doing this one on 28 count Jobelin. I don't know what the color is. I like it. I love that house, for one thing. It's cute. This one seems to be just taking me a long time. It feels like I'm just working so slowly on it, and I don't know why. I don't know whether it's just because of all these little things in it or the positioning of the letters, but I don't know. And then at one point I was not sure if I liked the coverage, but on the lettering because it's DMC 310. But I think it's okay. I mean, the roof looks pretty good, so I'll keep going with it. Don't know when I'll have it done, but I like it. So that's what I did. That's what I decided. So I'm kind of done with this group, and I'm going to start next. I'm going to just go into the whips. Now that I have 14. I have 14 whips at present. So I did have a couple finishes, but I'll get to those in a minute. So I think what I'm going to do next is go on to Frosty Forest, which I have. It's already, I've started it, so I can just pick it up and go. So you'll see next time what I did. So I think I'm going to do some cross stitch rewind. And for those of you who are new and don't know what that is, it's where I show something that I stitched a while back, maybe, in the 80s, 90s, 2000, early 2000s, and that I have actually displayed in the house. So this one, this is an oldie, and you can tell because it's dated 1988. Look at that. This one is significant because it was the first time I had ever worked on linen, specifically something non-Aida, and that was in 1988. Wow, think about how ahead of the times that was. I mean, for me it was. I don't know if it is, but the pattern, I don't know what it's called. I know kind of where I got it out of a cross stitch magazine. I think I actually ordered it. It was this piece was supposed to go inside of a clock. There was like a little part on the bottom of the clock for this stitched piece. And so I got the stitched piece and the fabric, and I just went to start going to work on it. And when I got the clock was broken. And back in the 80s, it wasn't as it was harder to send things back and to do returns, and I just never reordered it. I sent it back, all was well, but I never reordered it, so I just framed this. And then, sometimes we talk about 80s colors and 90s colors, and yeah, there's such a thing, but I think this one's pretty timeless. I love the shading in it. I think the colors are beautiful. And it's good memories because at that time my son was 1 year old, and I would work on this while he took naps, his very infrequent naps. So that's it. I don't know what it's called, but I love it. It hangs in my entryway, and I just really like it. So that is Cross Stitch Rewind for today. Okay, new stuff. Let's see what I got. I was watching Flosstube one day. Oh, I made the biggest mistake. I don't even know who this was, but she stitched this pretty piece. And it's Homespun Elegance Summer Gathering. Who was it? stitched? If you're watching this, please let me know that I got the idea from you. And she also did say she got it on eBay, and I just went over to eBay and it was still there and I got it. And I really like it. So that's a new one that I got. I mean, look, there's birds and there's watermelon and a cow. I mean, it's so cute. So, okay, that's one. And then, let's see, I went on to Stash Unload. Yeah, got some fabric. Like I need fabric. For those of you who know me, know that I don't need fabric. But these are so pretty. They're hand-painted fabrics. They're all, it looks like they're all 28 count Jubilee. And this one's called Northern Skies. Isn't it pretty? Look at all the colors in it. So pretty. And this one's triple decker. Purples, lavenders, lilac, mesmerized. That's also, these are more, this is more, a little bit more subtle, shading a little darker. And last is Rendezvous. These are called Sugar Maple Fabrics, hand-painted cross-stitch fabric. Sugar Maple Fabrics. And then I got my floss of the month from Victorian Model Samplers shop. Oh, they're so pretty. I love this. I love this. Is so much fun to get in the mail. Hillside Meadow. Like greens and tans. Just gorgeous. This one's 1800s lace. I like this one. I think this is my favorite. Wine Cellar. Look at the colors in it. It's like wines and browns. Oh, pretty. Granite. Nice grays. I keep putting these in front of my face. I have no idea why am I doing that? Yeah, I got my hair cut. Did you notice that? Or you didn't? I don't know. It's cooler. That's for sure. Blooming Delphinium. Ugh. Pretty. And Blooming Dahlia, which is sort of like peach, shades of peach. Again, I don't know why I'm doing that. So those are my colors for the month. That is such a treat getting that in the mail. So much fun. Okay, so then the last thing I got, and if you're Matt and Steph, you can't see this, so cover your eyes and cover your ears just for the next couple minutes. Okay, Matt and Steph, Matt is my son, Steph is my daughter-in-law, and they are fans of alpacas. And they're both very busy people. She's in school, he's working, and they dream one day of having an alpaca ranch. So he told me the last time we saw him, he said, you know, Mom, people are kind of don't believe us when we tell them this, but we're totally serious. And I said, I know you are. So how fun is that going to be when I get to go visit the alpaca ranch? But anyway, I found this on Etsy. And I know it's called Ola Llamas, but llamas and alpacas are very much the same in appearance. So what I'm going to do with this, and it's by Crafty Like a Fox, and it's called Ola Llama. I'm going to bring it down so you can see the name. What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to customize it a little bit, make it a little Christmassy, and turn it into their Christmas ornament for the year. So that's my last thing that I got. Okay, Matt and Steph, you can look again. Okay. Like they did, right? Let's see. Oh, so I actually have FFOs. Yeah, can you believe it? I have finishes. And the first one I finished is July. And that's Snowflower Diaries, Joyful World monthly. And that is on Facebook. These are free patterns. They're just adorable. I use the Gentle Arts called for threads, but I'm changing every month. I'm going to start changing out the fabric a little bit. This one's stitched on like a moss green or celadon green. These are all being done 1/1 on 25 count. So they're tiny and they fit perfectly. And you're saying, you didn't FFO that. Yeah, well, I did. See, you've got it all laced up. That's not beautiful, but who cares? But it goes into a frame. So basically, I just do interchangeable in this white frame every month. So right now I've got June in there. And in about a week, I'll put July in there. What do you think? Yeah. So I'm not sure which one to start next. Don't say August because I'll never get it done by August. Maybe September. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. FFO number 2. I can't believe this. Look at, and this one is especially shocking to me because this is actually a Stitch Mania start. And I got it done. Look, but first coffee. Don't you love this? It's so cute. This is a pattern by Lizzie Kate, and I think it's called Coffee Time. There are 3 different charts in the pamphlet. I chose this one. I have another one that says But First Tea, and that's already hanging in the kitchen. This one's going to get hung up on the other side of, I've got game board, I've got the sampler game board in the middle, and so this one's going to go on the other side. So look at that, and it's in this little trivet. I think I talked about my trivet before. I got it on eBay. I just searched coffee pot trivet. It popped right up. I got it cheap, and it was easy to take the tile out to put this in. I put this in because it's not framed from the back, the tile actually, when you get it, the tile's sitting on the front. So this has to sit on the front for it to look good. And I use something called Terrifically Tacky Tape and I just put a little bit on each side, stick it in. It is in there. I mean, I don't know. Someday it might just totally fall apart, but right now it's really in there. So that is stitched on, I'm not sure what. I think it's 30 count linen of some kind. I changed the colors up a little bit too. So that's FFO number 2. And can you believe it? I've got another FFO. I showed you this finish last time, but it wasn't framed yet. But I ordered the frame from American Frame online. It's www.americanframe.com. And it's kind of a fun process, actually. If you gotta measure, make sure you've got your measurements all right and you know what your opening is. I know because they do a lot of frames for artwork, and a lot of artwork, when you frame it, there's that little, it's like a little overlap where the piece goes in from the back and it covers it. In cross stitch, we often don't want to cover any of the stitches. So they have a really good measuring system where you put in exactly what you want that opening to be, and they build it around it. So this is it. What do you think? I love it. I chose a cherry wood frame and a green mat, and the mat goes so well with the trees, I can't believe it. And I framed it myself. I pinned it, and then used my point driver. I know I'm showing you the back, but you can't see it because I already have backing on it. Use my point driver. All it needs is a hanger and little bumper pads on the bottom. So this is it. This is Christmas Sentiments by Stony Creek. I chose not to put any kind of glass or plexiglass on it because it has a lot of beads and jewels, and well, a couple of jewels, and also it's only going to be out for maybe a month, so it's not going to be up to the wear and tear and like other things are that are out all year. So that's it. It was fun. I really enjoyed framing this. I like framing smaller pieces. If I have something that's bigger than this, I won't do it. It's just too much. But a piece like this, I can do. So that's it. Christmas Sentiments all ready to go. It'll go up probably the day after Thanksgiving, or maybe sooner. Who knows, right? Okay. So this is a month of productivity, isn't it? I mean, really. And yesterday, I continued it. I made a project bag. And I used the instructions from Dina at Making Life Count and Calico. So I used Calico's instructions, and she had posted a video using Dina's instructions, but she changed them up a little bit. So I was actually watching Calico's video, and here it is. I picked some summery fabrics. And I think I did pretty good. I'm giving myself like a, I don't know, like what, a B-. Yeah, I'm giving myself a B- on this. And, well, on the positive side, it came out. It worked. The zipper works. I'm really happy with how this part looks. This where the zipper is. You can put stuff in it, so that's a positive. But I just couldn't get those corners. The corners were really, that was a challenge for me. Let's see, which one's my prettiest one? I think this one's my prettiest one. Look, I'll show you my prettiest one. It was fun though. It was a fun thing to do. I just don't understand how you get this side, these things to not be like wonky. Mine are super wonky. I thought I was doing good as I was sewing it. When it was all done, I looked at it and I said, what happened? It's kind of like, you know, and there's like more at this side than there is, and then this side goes up. So I don't know. I thought it was nice and square, but I just can't. I don't understand how you get this to be nice and straight. Because really, I guess you could put pins in it where you're not, like not through here, but like through here. I was using clips and I just found it really difficult and clumsy for me. But anyway, you know what? It's usable. I'm going to use it. A project is going to go in this, but that was kind of exciting. But I'll show you my favorite part was this, the zipper part, which turned out really well. Used my new sewing machine, was very happy with it. So, but thank you Calico and thank you Dina for the instructions for these, and I'll link them, or I'll just put them below so that you can make a project bag if you want. And it's got the vinyl on it. I don't know if I showed you. I don't think this is the first time I've worked with vinyl. I made something a long time ago with it, and but it's got the vinyl front, so it's clear in the front. So anyway, that was my little project for yesterday. Let's see what else. I've got plans. Yeah, I've got plans, really. My plans are just to go back and start rotating a little bit, getting things kind of going again, working on everything. And hopefully I'll get some finishes in the near future. I don't know, I'm pretty happy with what I did finish in the last few weeks. So that was big. New Flosstubers. You know, I like to talk about people who are new to Flosstube and maybe don't have the subscribers yet or views. So, but I think all of these probably will really soon. I watched craftyonecent. Her name is Penny. She does beautiful stitching. You will enjoy watching her. Also, watch Stitching and Sound Kyle. A Flosstube guy. Hey, you know, let's welcome guys to Flosstube. There are some, I know, but not many. So, he seemed like he was not sure in his first video. I think he's going to do well though. I think he's going to end up being a popular Flosstuber. And also, I watched Stitching Pharmer, and it's Pharmer. She's a pharmacist. Her name is Elena, and she's got the most magnificent finish parade. It's not a whip, it's finishes. Go and watch that parade, her video #1. Oh my goodness. It's fabulous. You've got to see it. So I'll put their names below so that you can refer to it and go and watch them. And I know you'll enjoy all of them. Okay, everybody. That, I think, is probably it for today. I just noticed something yesterday, though, that on Saturday, June 30th, that's going to be my 1-year Flosstubeiversary. Anyway, it's going to be my 1-year anniversary of being on Flosstube. Can you believe it? I mean, yeah, a year ago, I would no. So it's like 1 year, 566 subscribers, and 17 videos later, here I am. I'm still doing it. And I wasn't sure after the first one, but I think I'm enjoying it. And I will be back. You'll see me again for 18. When? I don't know, but you know I'll be back. So I'm just going to be doing my stitching and figuring out what projects to work on next. And I'll see you in hopefully a few weeks. And so go and stitch and be happy. Bye, everybody.